listeners, it's your girl Tiara, and I am checking in with you after surgery. I wanted to do some footage while I was at the hospital, but it was pretty rough to do so. I don't know if you can kind of notice the difference already in my face. You should. Don't mind my hair. But I was sleeved on August 30th, and of course, you only plan on being in the hospital a day or two. Oh, excuse me. It didn't turn out like that. I was in the hospital for 4 days. I have to count my blessings because I did not have a lot of pain. A lot of people talk about extreme gas. I did have gas, but it wasn't extreme. What else do I hear a lot of? People having a hard time getting up and walking, which I thought was going to be a hard thing for me too, because I actually have had gallbladder surgery. For those of you who don't know, there's a lot of people after they have the surgery who complain about pains that end up leading to them having the gallbladder removed. So I had already had it removed, so I guess it was a plus. I had that issue back after I had my last daughter, where I had it removed because I had a lot of issues with it. So, but my issue while I was in there for 4 days was nausea. I was having a hard time holding down things. Like, I couldn't even hold down water. Like, when I finally got to the point of holding down water, it could not be cold. And that's hard for me. I love cold water. It was hard for me. And I just kept having, like, a lot of saliva in my mouth. I was straight, like, spitting. Like, every 5 to 10 minutes, I was spitting in a cup. And I remember one of the times they gave me a popsicle. My husband, he just wanted to stick to water, but people don't understand. When you have surgery, like, your mouth, your taste buds, they change. Your mouth changes. And I couldn't just keep drinking water. I needed something with flavor. Anyway, I tried that popsicle. It was like an instant. So I'm guessing it was because of the artificial sweetener. I have not tried to try another popsicle yet since I've been home. I've only been home. See, today is Tuesday. See, I came home on Sunday. So, excuse me. I haven't tried a popsicle yet. And really, they just wanted me to focus on getting that water. Sorry. But my last day, they wanted me to focus on getting on protein shakes because that's what they wanted me to focus on. So let me warn you of something that I learned. Although you want to try to get as prepared as possible, because I had a friend go to Sam's for me and buy me a big pack of Premier, because Premier is probably like the most popular protein shake you'll hear of. Why? Because it has a lot of grams of protein in it. Each one is like 30 grams. So, you know, the minimum they want you to get in per day is 60 grams. So if you can get in 2 of those, you're good. A lot of the other protein shakes may have like 15 or 20. They even have protein water. But protein water only has 15. So learning from some other people, I definitely found out why a lot of people say it's hard to get down the fluids. Not because of the nausea, but because you're trying to learn and get adjusted to this new stomach. And between like the gas and just like the feelings that are going on inside, like I seriously have been trying to get comfortable, even around the house, with sitting down, laying down. They want you to keep getting up and get walking because that helps with the gas. So sorry, I keep yawning. But it was times where I was like sit down where I felt like my organs was all like just bunched together. And I know it's because Now that you've cut out the majority of my stomach, there's a spot in there where that stomach is no longer there, and so your body is just trying to get used to it all of what's going on. Like, hey, something's missing. There was something right here. It's not here anymore. And of course, your stomach is swollen, which is the reason why you have to start off with liquids. A lot of people, want to know why I can't eat certain things or whatever. Your stomach has to get back used to it. I know this is going to be a TMI, but when I tell you that it's like you're starting over with a brand new stomach and a new body, I literally mean it. Because some people also have a problem with bowel movements. Now, they don't require you to have a bowel movement before you leave, but it's a plus if you do. And I had one like the second day. It looks like a baby's bowel movement. I've had 2 daughters, so I know. It's very small, probably about this much, and it's like pasty. Like, literally, if you've seen a newborn baby's poop, that's what it looks like. And it feels like you're doing all this stuff, and then that's all that it is. So it's like you're starting over with a new belly, pretty much. So that's why you have to be so sorry. That's why you have to be gentle. But yeah, going back to the drinks as far as being prepared, like, even though I bought all those drinks, when I tell you I'm sick of Premier, I already knew. First of all, at the hospital I was at, that's what they give you. But just don't taste the same. Your mouth changes. Like, when I tell you the hardest struggle for me right now is my mouth still tastes different. And pretty much everything you're eating from the beginning, other than water, is sweet. You got popsicles, you got fudgesicles, you got Jello, you got protein shakes or protein water. It's all sweet. And I'm one of those people, like, don't get me wrong, I like sweets, but I'm one of those savory type people. I like seasoning. So I've tried to, like, do some broth where I made it where I don't have to do a whole bunch of work. It's not working. And I've had some people like, oh, well, I depended on my, on my popsicle stuff beginning. The problem with that is you don't get any protein from that. The hospital really worries about when you come home if you're going to be dehydrated or not. So they tell you, you should be focusing on getting like 64 ounces a day. That's a lot. When your stomach is down, and when you can only consume, what? They said once you start eating, you can have like a cup of food. So you can just imagine how much you can take in at one time. That's a lot. It's like you sipping all day. It feels like a chore, so it feels harder to do. So you really have to find something you like. I just tried this today. I don't know if you can see that. It's called OWYN. Now, this one is a plant-based drink. It's dark chocolate. It's only 20 grams, but this one is actually not that bad. Like, it's a breath of fresh air from Premier. I hate to say it, but if you see my refrigerator right now, it's full of Premier, unfortunately. So, yeah, so one thing I would say, do not go out and buy a whole bunch of things to stock up, because you don't know what your mouth is going to do, how it's going to change your taste buds. They stress for you to try some different ones or whatever before, so you know ahead of time. I totally agree with trying different ones, but have some to have before, when your clear liquids before, but have a few to try, like single ones to try once you come home, because you don't know. You're going to be drinking this for a minute, okay? You're going to be drinking this for a minute. Get out your first week. I know everybody's a little different, but for the most part, you have clear liquids the first week, clear liquids the second week, full liquids the next week. So you're going to be on protein drinks for at least a month, so you got to like it. You can't get tired of it. I just can't explain to you how the Premier just gets on my nerve now. I'm actually thinking about trying out, somebody told me there is a tasteless protein powder. It's not cheap. Don't have any money right now. but I am going to get it because that I can actually add in other things, like if I want to make me a Crystal Light drink, sweet. But maybe I can find me a broth recipe that I like. But I'm really excited because next week I'll get to have stuff like applesauce and yogurt, and I can't remember if next week, the week I can have hot cereals. I sure hope so. Because I came home after surgery to Labor Day. And when I tell you, I really wanted a grilled turkey burger with cheese and barbecue sauce. I really did. I struggled yesterday. I really did. I had the taste in my mouth. It didn't help that I wanted something savory. That's what I'm saying. I like flavor. I like seasoning. You know, if I wanted to get sweet in, that's usually like with some ice cream or something like that. I like savory. I'm a cook, so I like seasonings and flavor and stuff like that. But I can tell you, them first 4 days was rough because I hate throwing up. Hate it. And I was feeling full of regret. I'm like, what have I done? What have I done? But every day gets a little bit better. They tell you that, and it's really true. It does get better. I have to think about there will be certain things I will be able to have again. You'll be able to have a grilled turkey burger, Tara. It'll be a while. Just be a little while. And just won't have as much of it, you know, which is not a big deal. But I'll tell you one thing I did do yesterday. I asked my husband, so you want to know how you can save my life? You can go buy a small bag of Doritos so I could lick a chip. And I was serious. Dead serious. And he brought me back the bag of chips. And when I tell you just licking off the chip, it just satisfied my soul. Satisfied my soul. It really helped me with this taste in my mouth. Because I'm telling you, nothing helps. And I do believe getting out the hospital helped a little bit because I'm not like having a problem with like the saliva anymore. And I believe some of the medicine was actually making me nauseous because one of them they kept pumping me with. I'm like, I don't want that anymore. It's not helping me. It's not doing anything. Oh, well, it could be doing, nope, I don't want any more. You're not finna keep charging me for something that's not doing anything. If it ain't getting rid of it, I don't want it. You're not gonna keep charging me for it. And sometimes being in a hospital alone just is eerie. You know what I mean? So I wanted to get out of there. I'm like, let me just take my time, get this water down, try to get this protein down so I can get out of here. So, but yeah, I'm at home. What I have to focus on is walking and drinking. Walking and drinking. So, like I said, this iron protein drink is not that bad. I need to put down some ice. Gotta have some ice, that's better. I'm thankful for my friend Cece. She actually is the one who let me try some of these. I think these have to be ordered because it's a plant-based, because she's lactose. So I'm going to have to check that out because that's not bad. Now she gave me 2 flavors to try, so we'll see. But I'm here to let you know, can I say I was prepared? To a certain extent. If you're thinking about the surgery, I would strongly suggest that you get on some of the Facebook groups on social media and follow along what's going on. There's several of them. I probably belong to like 4 or 5. People on there every day telling you about their struggles and what they had to deal with and overcoming and lessons learned and stuff like that. So I will say, if it wasn't for those groups, I probably couldn't have pushed as hard as I did to get past the regret I had this weekend. Because even though they make you go through all this stuff with like going to a psychologist and going to see the doctor and all that, they really don't mentally prepare you for how bad you can really feel those first few days. And I thought about it, like, you made me go to a psychologist, but you're not really preparing me mentally for what I got to deal with. Coming around family, looking at this food, You know, the way they would have you thinking it's like, oh, you get the surgery and you're not gonna want certain things anymore. It's gonna be automatic. That's not true. Your taste buds will change, and there's gonna be certain things you don't want anymore, but it's not gonna be everything. So I have my follow-up visit with my doctor next Monday. Wish it was sooner. I didn't plan on being out of work this long, but yeah. So I'm gonna wait to get on the scale once I go in and see the doctor, and then I will probably follow up with you guys once I go to the doctor and let you know how that goes and what I've lost so far. I will tell you from a little ways back, because I actually started my weight loss journey before. I would say I probably started technically in maybe March, April. No, it was probably April, May, between April and May. But I pretty much lost 30 pounds on my own. Some of that did include the pre-op diet when I was on clear liquids. So, yeah, looking forward to it. It is a journey. You do have to have supportive people at home. I could tell it is going to be a little struggle for me since I have a family with cooking for them and stuff like that. I appreciate you guys following along with me on this journey, and I will continue to keep you posted. Thanks for following.